Hear the chirping of the birds. Oh, I see. Well, let's move that over there. Move this over here. What's up, Charles? Well, welcome to the channel, sir. Appreciate that. I'm glad you're getting enjoyment out of those videos. There's plenty of advanced guides. I like to focus on the newbie stuff. Hang on, I think Sammy's at the door crying to be coming in. Hang on. Get up in the bed, buddy. No, Mommy just left to go run groceries. Get groceries. What's the matter? Do you want food? Because if you're coming in here, buddy, I need you to be calm if you're going to be jumping on discs. Hang on, guys. Kitty Cat's not ready for, I got to go give him some food. Alright. Maybe now we can actually get going here. I'm sure he'll come to the door crying again here in a few minutes. What's up, Babylonia? Off to the dentist again? Good luck, man. I need to go myself and get my teeth cleaned, do a checkup. Haven't done that in a couple years. I'm a bad person when it comes to the dentist. Alright, let's see here. Am I planning on... Well, technically this is a... You mean once the game goes live? That coffee was not in fact poisoned. No, Chris hasn't gotten sick of me enough yet. She hasn't poisoned me yet. Yet. Our 10th year anniversary is coming up on October. 10 years being married. So, I don't know what we're doing. We've talked about maybe doing... Hang on, how did my window get all screwed up? Alright. Well, let's watch what happens when the chat goes off above, because because I resized my camera last night, and apparently I'll move that window over. All right. What's up, Subtopia? Seth Rogers said I'm digging the wolf. Yeah. Well, other than the fact that the wolf pathing is incredibly wonky, hopefully this is something they've fixed in live. Because in early access, I'll tell you what, these animal companions, the pathing is just atrocious. And they need to give us the ability to easily unsummon the pet, because the pet freaks everybody out when you go into town, and then everybody runs away from you. But yeah, Chris hasn't poisoned me yet. I'm sure she's been tempted a couple of times. How did we meet? Oh, that is a long story, but the short version is many years ago. I was in Cancun
on my way,
working, and I was doing a big contract gig for a travel company, and we were doing travel guides. And then I got another contract to do, while I was there, I got another contract to do a bunch of stuff for a French client, a bunch of SEO websites for hotels and stuff. And I was doing like 12-hour days at home and then at the apartment. And then I was like, I got to get out of the house for a few hours a day just for a change of scenery. So I would go to the cafe that was like, I don't know, it wasn't even 2 blocks over. It was like go out the front door, hang a left, walk like a block and a half, and there was a cafe diner that was just down the street, and that's where Chris worked, and that's where I met her. All right, we can go down south. I guess we're meandering towards the Goblin camp this morning. I can't think there's anything else I need to do. I think it's just Goblin camp, and then if we need to, we'll come back and do the Githyanki later on. Unfortunately, you cannot, Ollie. You cannot detach your animal. It's stuck to you. It's like I could separate the rest of the group out just like this, so you can actually, you know, move up on your own, and the rest of the group stays behind. But your pet will always follow unless you stealth. When you stealth, the pet will stay behind, as you see right here. So it's very finicky. A lot of times the pet won't follow because of pathing issues.
have to keep going.
And you have to make it jump so that it'll actually follow you. It's very frustrating sometimes. I have never been in Amsterdam, Subtopia. Not for I don't think I've ever even actually been into the city. I've been through the airport, but never no. Hang on, Sam's at the door again. Come here, buddy. He just stole my chair. Come here, buddy. You can't be in my chair. Daddy's working. Come here. Here, everybody say hi to Sam. What's up, Sam? Here, you go to bed with your brothers and sisters. Oh, I got a tangled cord. Yeah, it's a little wonky, Ollie, for the combat. And I also have my companion, which I don't have out at the moment. My familiar, sorry. Slowly poisoning coffee for you for years. What's up, Victoria? You know what? Why am I hoofing it? Oh, you know what we should do? Before we go to the Goblin camp, we should go down and,
Here goes nothing.
let's go down here.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable.
Peer into the well.
Dry stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
climb down the bucket rope.
Better be careful. Those webs carry vibrations.
Air cap, air cap.
What's hiding here?
Well, it's been raining here. It rained the last few days, but it's still like 36. I'll tell you what temperature it is today. I think it's 36 today. We're in the middle of a like 6-day streak of rain. So we are 97 degrees today, Fahrenheit, 36 degrees Celsius. Looks like we'll be between 34 and 36 Celsius the next 4 or 5 days. Or between 95 and 97. Sunday it might get down to 93. That'd be nice. But it's getting down to like 75 at night, 75 Fahrenheit or 24 Celsius. But it's still pretty hot. Well, it's hot. All right, we got spiders in here. We gotta be careful. I don't think I've come in this. Ooh, I see him up ahead. I don't think I've come in this way in a while.
Let's get this over with.
Rapid fire! Oh, it's immune to poison. Let's get back around the corner. Come here, spider. Oh, it's going for the high ground. No! I have a cat fight going on in my bed, guys. Sam came in the room and just woke up Pippin and like wanted to steal her spot. She's getting pissed. I may have to Sammy, come here. Sam. Right here, buddy. Come here and just lay down here. Hey, hey. Don't. You guys need to stop biting each other. You're being obnoxious. Don't bite your brother. I have too many cats. No, Ranger's not going to be my first playthrough. The first playthrough is going to be my Druid.
Can't afford any mistakes.
Alright, she's in the fray now. Hang on. Sam. Damn cat. He was trying to... He's over by the modem and everything. It's like, no, buddy, get out of here. Being obnoxious. I think we're all in combat now, so... Not the ideal way to do this. I don't think I've come in this way in a very long time. Need to hit this with a firebolt. Man, I can't tell where this is gonna land. Alright, I got him. Alright. Can't believe I missed.
What should I do?
Oh, it's trying to hide. Not on my watch. Alright, well that was not the ideal entry to the spider caves. Oh, did she just die from poison? Oh my god, she died again from the poison. Well, get out of the poison, you numbnuts.
Let's get on with it.
Is he? Ooh, that was wonky. Did you guys see that? It like slid him backwards after he jumped. That was interesting.
Open up.
Victoria says thanks for the bar tutorial. Nice. You're welcome. Charles says he's going for the Dark Urge for the first playthrough. Amiga Star says I can't adjust the volume, so it's as loud as it's gonna go on my end. I don't have a. I am a budget streamer, ladies and gentlemen. I do not make tons of money on YouTube, and until I do, this is what I got. So, let me look at something here. It's a headset. It's just a cheap. It's actually my wife's headset. Because those of you who've been around for a while, Lucas chewed the cable to my good headset, my HyperX headset, like I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, and I've just been using Christina's. I don't use a soundboard. I don't use a mixer. I don't use anything. I just use Streamlabs and whatever is the, I've got a couple of filters on it, and that's it. So it is what it is. You got to crank it up, man. Reindeer tasting. Shadowheart is so done with the spider, she prefers to die from poisoning. Charles says work meeting is starting. I'll be back in a bit. See ya when you get here. All right, let's see here.
Moving ahead.
You know, Hammond, that's a great question for the Larian Studios team, because I don't think any of us here work at tech support, so I don't think... You were asking a bunch of tech questions yesterday, too, and no one's going to be able to answer those tech questions. So you should head on over to the Larian Studios website and the forums for Baldur's Gate 3, and I'll bet they'll be able to get all your tech answers for you that way. Ooh, there's a dead goblin child over here. Ooh, there's a... Another backpack. But I did just see something over on, I'm going to try something just for you, Amiga Star. Just give me a second here. Because I noticed something that I've never seen before. Let me know if that's any better. There was a filter I could add for gain, and that might be too much. I'm looking at the yellow right now, and it looks like it might be really loud. I don't know what the quality is like on that, so let me know what that sounds like, guys. Because apparently there was a filter with Streamlabs that I never adjusted before. That's funny, Pablo. I actually recorded mine, I think, 5 days ago. I recorded mine 4 or 5 days ago. Oh, this is already to the Spider Queen fight. We should do a hard save. Because if we're going to do this fight on stream, this will become a big bad boss fight. If I can, Victoria, we'll experiment a few spider fight thingies here. I'm getting better at remembering to do the hard saves before the boss fights. That way we can work on it. Now, why did I lose my... Gotta put that back over there. Anyway, guys, I did add a gain filter to the mic, so let me know if that helps. What I don't know is what the quality is like. I don't know if it's distorting my voice or anything, so let me know, everybody who's watching. Alright. Now, I feel like my pet is going to be worthless in this fight.
Breathe deep and move.
I wonder if I could get the... If I can hit all these with my bow.
Cutting to the chase. Hope your soul is in good hands.
Quality's okay? Alright.
These boots have seen everything.
Hang on, I don't want to get seen. I'm trying to be careful here.
I don't need any attention right now. What path lies before me?
We're going to try to get rid of many of these as we can. Oh, wait. If she'll just go over a little bit further... she's not going to.
Fall by my hand. Never wanted the easy path. Breathe quiet.
Okay. I wish I could get her to go on top of that one, because then I could get her to fall down on top of that one, and then I could drop her down. I wish there was a way to distract her. It doesn't distort my humming. Are there any more spider eggs I missed? Oh yeah, there's those ones over there, which I don't know I'll be able to fire on those from here. Too far.
All right, time to skulk about.
It would be great if she would just walk forward just a tiny bit more. Oh, you know, that's a good call. I never thought about that. Hold that thought. Good call with the chat. Is it the familiar? Yeah, it's the familiar. I never used the cat. I forgot all about that, to be honest with you. Kitty cat. I love kitty cats, but you're going to be a sacrifice, kitty cat. It's got to get a little closer. Nope, something just hiccuped.
I have to survive this.
Well, that's not what I wanted it to do. Well, my Streamlabs decided to do a hiccup right there, and I didn't get a chance. I got forced into combat, so we're gonna reload. I don't know, was Streamlabs or the game froze for a second. We'll redo that real quick. Gary Bell says good information video with the Bard. Kahina says played a ranger for the first time. Divinity Original said 1. I've always typically played a ranger. My first playthrough's almost always been a rogue in every CRPG I've ever played, and then I follow that up with a ranger, and then I follow that up with a wizard. And this time I'm breaking tradition, and I'm going to go through with a druid the first time. Man, that storm that rolled through, we've had a couple of big thunderstorms and windstorms, and I've had a piece of something got in my eye, like, yesterday. It's kind of annoying. Alright, let's try this again. I don't really care about the,
No time to rest.
I think the problem with the kitty cat, though, is that spider has such a huge... I'm going to have to wait for it to turn around and then sneak up and distract it. So...
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Alright, let's try this now. Come here, kitty cat. Oh! It got webbed and it got seen. Oh shit! Turn-based. Okay, now, it's too far over, damn it. So, I may need to jump to do what I want to do. Because what I need to do is I need to hit it when it's... I I want to hit that spider when it's right here coming out of the web, because then it'll drop down. And if I do it right, I'll hit it with that, it'll drop down on top of that, and then I can hit that and it'll fall all the way down. Which is what we're attempting to do. So we'll reload that again. This isn't that big of a fight. It's not that hard of a fight. So right now we're just experimenting with things that I haven't ever done before. All right, let's go check while this is loading. All right, let's try this again.
How far can I go?
All right, kitty cat. Let's be a little more cautious about it. All right, go kitty cat, go. Go, 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 go. It's fucking webbed. Go, 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 go. Fuck. I'll probably get seen again. God damn it. You know what I need to do? I need to trigger... I need to trigger turn... I know what I need to do. I need to do this when it sees it. I need to trigger turn-based mode as it runs across, and that should freeze it right where I want it to be, and then I should be able to get it with other people. Theoretically. You gotta love the scumload stuff, guys. So I may not need to even worry about distracting with Meow. I may just need to send my Raven over there and be like, "Hey, spider, come eat me." I would love to figure out what's causing that hitching occasionally, because it's definitely the client. And it's probably it's probably an optimization thing, because it didn't used to happen until about 6 months ago. So something they patched in causes the client to occasionally hitch, and when it does, it also it freezes up OBS at the same time, but yet nothing else freezes up. It's a weird thing. It'll be interesting to see what the optimization looks like once the game goes live. All right, let's try this again, everybody. Let's wait for it to turn around.
Well, that ends not as bad as it could have.
And we're going to send my bird over, because it can't get stuck in the web. I'm genuinely curious if I can do this. Yeah, but you can get the spider loot later on. You can get the spider loot later on. Oh, I'm like making all my... I'm about... I made all my saves. He didn't see my stealth. Let's see if he sees me when he turns back around. He came every time with the cat, so let's see if he comes with the bird. Alright. Yeah, it didn't do it like it did before.
I'm ready.
And then it's probably going to phase shift. Yep. So let's load that. I don't know why it did it differently with the Raven compared to the cat. Because or it's because the cat is on the web maybe, and it's feeling the web. I don't know. going to go check this out. Well, I've heard people say that their load times are much better. I'm on a 6-year-old laptop, so even though this is a solid-state drive, it is an older machine, and I feel like I'm finally hitting... It's the first time I've played a game that it feels like it is starting to struggle bus a little bit. But it is what it is. I'm not going to go spend, you know, $3,000 on a new rig just for one game. Because the vast majority of games I play are on the console these days, so I don't actually play a lot of PC games anymore. It's almost all console stuff. So this is the... Honestly, if they would have announced that they were launching this on the Xbox simultaneously, I probably would have been like, hey guys, you know, I've pre-ordered this years ago. Is there any way I can, like, get a Xbox version? Because I would just prefer to play this on my Series X.
What path lies before me?
I usually get about 8 years out of my laptops, and I'm pushing this one, so we'll see. But I would be interested to see if load times are going to get any better. Once the game goes live. Come here, kitty cat. I feel so evil sacrificing a kitty cat. Nah, it's still, I don't know what I need to do to get it to do what it did the first 2 times to have it come towards me on that path. That time I was not sneaking, so maybe it's sneak related. We'll see. We'll do one more time. If I don't, if it doesn't do what I want it to do, then we're just going to do the fight as is, and I'll experiment later with an offline recording. I don't want to sit here and redo this 20 different times on a live stream. It might be beginner's luck, yeah. It very well could be. All right, kitty cat, let's try this one more time.
Mind my step.
Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, there it was. It sent the signal and turn-based. Yeah! I think we got it. This might be... hopefully I got it in the right place. We're about to find out. It might fall on the rock, though, because it's hard to tell. So let's get Shadowheart. She's going to hit this with a firebolt. Okay, now it should fall. And I also want to go to Gale.
Away from Waterdeep.
We're going to hit this one with a firebolt.
Dance macabre.
Now, theoretically, the Spider Queen should fall straight down as soon as I unpause this. Theoretically. I don't know if that's actually going to work, because she might be positioned so that she falls on top of the rock. Because if you notice, I paused it as she was just a little bit too far out. But that's what it was. When you get webbed like that, it sends out that pulse, and that's what draws her in to come investigate the pulse. All right, everybody, let's see if we got a good POV here, and let us leave turn-based mode and see what happens. Oh yeah, it didn't get her all the way down, because here's the thing, guys. I didn't see that angle right there. It's not actually over the hole. You see? It's to the side of the hole. Aw, sad face. Well, that was interesting at the very least. I mean, it was an interesting thing. Now I wonder if I can. It'd be nice if I could punt her off with Thunderwave or something. Says I. I didn't check the angle with the tactical cam until just now. God, that would have been sweet to punt her off, though. Huh. With that, not punt her off, but drop her down with the webs. Because we did, I could swear we did it with the Thunderweave the other day, because I found her corpse down in the bottom. And got all my looty loot. Well, let's go ahead and Gale. Is there any more? Yeah, let's go ahead and burn this one.
Certainly.
My kitty just fell. So she's completely facing the underway. I wonder if I could, I'm going to try something, guys. Out of sheer curiosity.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Come here, Lizelle. Nope, she saw me. Okay. I was going to see if I could,
Oh, hells! Exit door. What now?
Got to concentrate.
What I really want to do is I want to get Lizelle and do something fun.
Let's finish this.
I'm okay with this right here because if she, oh, is she gonna move? What I want her to do is I want her to stay right here because if I can get the angle on this. All right, folks. Let's see if this works. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bitch. That is one way to deal with the spider, everybody. Now, if you want the loot, we're gonna jump down that hole after we're done with this with Featherfall, and we're gonna go get that loot. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Might as well do an action surge here. I probably should have used cleave. I forgot I'm using a new weapon. Unfortunately, my flaming sphere is in a place that it's not going to do me any good.
Battle of wits.
Not gonna be able to drop it here. Alright, well, screw it. Let's just do 42.
Never a dull moment.
The plan, my dear, is to blast the spiders until there's no more left. Oh, yeah! They're all gonna eat Lizelle. Oh! They got a crit hit on her. Alright, now the question is how many can I get with Cleave? I can get... Oh man, the positioning on these is so wonky, I'm only gonna get... Well, let's get 2. She missed? That's not good.
Striking distance.
My faith will protect me.
Target is too far. Well, get up to the edge, Gale. Don't be such a whiny little biatch. I'm not gonna be able to hit it, am I?
Still on my feet.
What about you? Can you hit it with your bow?
Blood
Yes.
follows me everywhere.
Oh, and I crit miss. No.
Can't afford to let up.
Ah, they're just miss. All right. We survived. Get over here. I hear you, Sam, but you're being obnoxious. Let's see if we can get them all down here.
Feel that? A breeze. Something's down there.
Oh yeah, something is absolutely down there, and we're about to go for a ride, everybody. All right, Gale, buddy, old pal, Featherfall, please.
No one back home will ever believe this.
All right, going to go into tactical view. Leap of faith, everybody. Now we should find the corpse at the bottom of this, the Spider Queen. That's one way down into the Underdark. And there's the Spider Queen body right
Broken
there.
bones. God, what's happening?
And now we can loot up. And get a robe. So that's one way to do the spider boss fight, everybody. I'd say that was pretty successful. That's definitely a clippable moment we can pull out and put up as a boss fight. But I want to go back and do it a different way now, because I'm here with my ranger and I have something specific I wanted to try. So let's go take a look at what else we can do. We're gonna load, and when I load, I'm gonna go deal with Sam because he's wandering around the kitchen howling. I don't know what he needs. thought it was Sam. It was actually Frodo. So Frodo is Mommy's baby. And Mommy's not here right now. Mommy went to go run errands. So he's wandering around the house going, "Where's Mom? Where's Mom?" Graham says, played the latest iteration of King's Quest with my 6-year-old daughter last night. Inspired by Samurai playthroughs. Core memory now for me. Many thanks. Awesome. That's a really good rendition, by the way. It's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a very, why am I blanking on the word I'm looking for? It's paying homage to the original King's Quest games, right? Like they did a very good job. Thanks for the super chats, by the way, Graham. I'm looking at them now. We got $2 saying like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. I agree, thank you. And then a pittance for the content. Many thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, Victoria, that's Mommy's baby. That's Frodo. He likes to talk, and him and Sam, him and his brother Frodo and Sam, they both like to talk. The other ones, I've got Smeagol in here, and I've got Pippin in here. Mary's up in a window somewhere. We may have adopted another one. We're not 100% sure. So I'll tell a quick story. I don't know if anybody of you been here when we've talked about this the last couple of nights. I think 3 or 4 nights ago, a little starving stray showed up at our front door. Like starving to death, you know, she's all skin and bones. And Chris and I just, if anybody who's been along for a long time, you've heard this story before. This is for the new people who might not have heard this. When we bought this place, you know, when we moved here, which was last March, we said we were gonna get 1 cat and a dog, right? Because we've been traveling full time for like 10 years. We couldn't have animals. Then living in the city, we couldn't have animals. And so finally buying our own place in the countryside, we could have animals. So we said we're going to get 1 cat and 1 dog. And like 2 days after we showed up, Dora, which is what we named her, came to the door, and she was looking, you know, she was just skinny, but she was obviously hungry. So we gave her some food, and she started spending time with us. And about a week and a half later, she brought 2 kittens to our door, 2 feral kittens, these little 6-week, 8-week-old kittens. We don't know exactly. They're about 2 months old, which turned out to be Luke and Leia. And so we were like, well, we're going to adopt Luke and Leia. Well, then we found out, like, I don't know, a couple weeks more go by, and suddenly Dora starts putting on weight. And we just attributed it to because she's getting fed for the first time, right? Like, she's a street cat, and she's been starving, and so we started feeding her. She started putting on weight. And then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, we're probably 3-4 weeks in, and we're like, she's not putting on weight. She looks pregnant. And she was pregnant. And none of the vets would do a late term spay because she was so far along. So we had to just wait it out. And we had 5 kittens, which is Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin, and Smeagol. And that was like too much. That was not in the budget. That was not in the cards. So we ended up running a GoFundMe last year to help out with getting them all spayed, neutered. And thanks to the community, we raised like $900, and we were able to get all that taken care of. And I built an outdoor refuge for them, which is right outside our back door, so that they can. I thought they were going to spend most of their time outside, and then they turned into a hybrid inside-outside cats, and they spend most of their time sleeping on beds and chairs and stuff in here and stuff. So then this little cat shows up a few nights ago, and Chris and I are like, we can't take another cat. It's just we're not equipped for that, you know, to take another animal on because of all the vaccinations, and it's just expensive. So, you know, Chris squirted some water at it, and I sprayed the hose at it. You felt kind of bad about it, but it's like, shoo, get out of here. We don't need another cat. Well, then it started storming, and she showed back up, and it was like, all right, it's raining, you know, stay here, whatever. Chris is getting upset because the cat decided that she's going to start jumping through the windows and come into her house, and, you know, she's not had a, you know, she's an outside cat, no rabies shots, no vaccinate, nothing, you know. So it's like, well, now she could potentially get our cat sick, and so we're starting to stress about it. And it's like, now we got to lock our house down, which freaks our cats out because they're used to going in and out. This is a long story, guys. I apologize, but you have to hear the brunt of this. So we're still like, we can't have another cat. Let's just lock it up, lock the house up. Our cat's just going to have to deal with it. And maybe in a couple of days, this other cat will just go away once she realizes that, you know, we're not going to be her new home. Well, she went away and came back, and we're both very sure that what happened was, at this point, we're pretty sure that wherever she's from, she's very accustomed to people. She's only like 6 months old. She's not very big. She's accustomed to people. She wants to come inside. She knows what a door is. She knows what dry food is. We're pretty sure, because we've seen this happen with dogs multiple times since we've been here, we're pretty sure that the people who had her, or the people who were living at the house that she was accustomed to being in, we're pretty sure they left. And just abandoned her, because people don't treat animals like pets down here. Pretty sure they just abandoned that animal, and so that animal is freaking out because the people that she thought were her family are no longer there, and so she's looking for a new place to call home, and she's looking for food. And we're pretty sure that she went back because at one point Chris, had spent enough time, shoo, get out of here, shoo, get out of here, that the cat finally went back across the road and disappeared through the field and went back the way she came. So we're like, she must have gone to wherever it is she came. Well, she showed back up at our house like 3 or 4 hours later that night with a huge welt on her back. So we're pretty sure somebody took a stick and just whacked her really, really hard, because she's got this big old welt on the back of her, like right above her hip bones. And it's like the only thing we could think is that she probably went back to the place that she thought was home, and the new owners are there, and they must have just beat her with a stick and said, get the fuck out of here. So then this poor cat is sitting on our front door crying because she's hungry and she's thirsty, and she's got this big old welt on her back. And that was the turning point where it was like, you know what? Fuck, I guess we're maybe adopting another cat. I don't know if we're going to yet. Here's what we've done. So as of last night, we broke down, and as of yesterday, we just broke down. We fed her 3-4 times a day now. She finally stopped crying for food. She's finally satiated. And she's graduated from sitting outside of the front to the back now where our cat refuge is, and she's just staying underneath our cat shelter. All of our other cats are starting to get a little accustomed to her. They're a little skittish, but they're not hissing at her, and they're not trying to run her off because they've seen us feeding her and everything. But she keeps trying to come inside, and it's like, you can't come inside. So that's literally where Chris is right now, everybody, is Chris went to get some anti-parasite pills. So we're going to deworm her today. Then tomorrow I'm going to give her a flea bath. Chris put a photo up of her on some Facebook pages locally to see if anybody wants to adopt her, which is probably not going to happen because no one wanted to adopt the 5 that we got stuck with, which I love to death, but at the time it was, stress. And it's supposed to rain like 6 days in a row. It rained last night, the night before, the night before. It's supposed to rain the next 6 days. So we kind of just said, if she sticks around for the next 6 days, then I'm just going to spend the money to go get her spayed. And I don't want another inside cat. We can't have our cat. But the thing is like, I don't know what we're gonna do with her. But at least we're gonna go get her spayed and get her rabies shot over the next, if she sticks around. If she sticks around over the next 6 days, but she won't leave. Like Chris went to take the trash out this morning, and she was like calling the kitten to see if she would go out on the street with her and go across the street where she came from. Oh, now she won't even go out front. She won't even. She went to the front of the house. Won't even go on the sidewalk, is not willing to go across the street. So she's traumatized by whatever happened over there, and she's like, our house is a safe refuge now. So it's like, fuck, I guess we're oh man. The problem is it's never just like $100, because it's like, it's, it's got a spare, get a rabies shot. I won't vaccinate. Not because I don't want to, but I can't afford it. Like it's a fortune to do a full round of vaccinations on a cat. So the idea is that if she does stick around over the next 5 or 6 days and doesn't find anywhere else to call home, then we will go ahead and get her spayed, get her a rabies shot, and then she can become an outside cat like Dora, who is the mom to all of our kittens, because Dora just comes and goes as she pleases. She's an outside cat. She sleeps in our cat shelter outside. She occasionally comes in our kitchen and hangs out for a little while, but she mostly spends her time out in the forest and stuff. So we're hoping that, if that's the case. So that's the long version. I'm actually getting ready to, probably today or tomorrow, I'm going to go record a video to talk about that whole situation, but for the other channel, for the Homestead channel, because we may end up having a new cat, which is not on the books. And the only reason I even considered it is because this month has done pretty well for YouTube, and so it was like, I can afford to spend $100. I don't want to spend $100, but you know what I mean? It's like everybody's got different budgets and everything else, and traffic's been good, so I was like, all right, you know, if I can just sacrifice a bottle of tequila or a bottle of whiskey and go get this cat spayed. So we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. Kitty TV. Bribed by felines. Context is good as long as stories are fine. Jekka says, it's how I got one of my cats. She started showing up on my porch a couple years ago, and eventually we just adopted her. Yeah. The only reason I'm nervous about it is because it's a female, and what I don't want is another situation where we had like with Dora, where the vets, there's only 2 vets in this town, and they wouldn't spay Dora because she was 5, you know, she was so far along in her pregnancy. I don't know if this little kitten is pregnant. She's definitely had a litter of kittens because her tits have been nursed on and they're long, but they're dry, so she has no milk. And we're pretty sure, given the state that she's in, she's so starved and dehydrated and everything, pretty sure the kittens are all dead, or who knows where they're at. So, and she hasn't left here. She's not left now in like, I don't know, 48, 50 hours. She hasn't left our house at all. So if she had kittens, she would have gone and gotten them or done something. So we're pretty sure she doesn't have a current litter. The question is she already pregnant? That's my big concern, because I'm going to be up shit creek if she turns out to be pregnant and the vet won't spay her. Because then I'm going to be like, well, fuck, because I cannot take a pregnant cat in. We literally don't have the finances to deal with another litter of kittens, let alone we already have 7 of these little bastards who I love to death, but I already have 7 cats. Like, I am not a cat shelter. I don't have a farm. I have a tiny little backyard, you know, homestead thing, and it's just like, I'm not trying to play pity party here, everybody, but just, you know, kitty cats, man. They're like freaking rabbits. Jekka says, in my experience when adopting strays, they always show up at the worst time when you're not prepared to adopt them. Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. So anyway, that's our cat drama for the time being. Alright, so what I wanted to do this time around, everybody, with this particular boss fight encounter, is since I have my ranger, I'm going to go ahead and shoot all of these eggs, because that's always been one of the banes of my existences. Banes of my existence. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? I forgot to separate my party. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. I got sidetracked and I forgot to hit the separate button. What's up, Liam? By the way, congratulations on 2 years. Liam's been on YouTube, or not. I don't know that it's necessarily been on YouTube but the channel anniversary for Liam hit 2. Was that a today video, Liam? Because I didn't actually check the date. I just saw it pop up on my feed but if you like book reviews, and anybody who here likes book reviews and stuff, make sure to go check out Liam's channel. Just click on Liam's name and go over to his channel if you like book reviews, science fiction, fantasy, all that good stuff. And congratulations on 2 years. Alright. Let's try this again.
Can't slow down.
And not get distracted by kitty cats. Renfail has the Snow White and the 7 dwarves, and then there's Renfail and the 7 cats. It's legit. It's legit. Alright, well, let's do a quick save here, and let's see if I can make this work the way I want to. I want to try to shoot as many of the eggs as possible so that we can get those
You've made a grave mistake.
eliminated so that she doesn't get a chance to summon them. Now, why did he just... That's odd because I totally shot them like 45 minutes ago. I shot all those and I shot the other ones and I never moved to the web. So I might need to do a little bit of manual positioning here. Bearded Princess and the Seven Cats. I'm gonna have to tell Chris that one when she gets home, guys. That was pretty good. All right, now why did he not? Oh, I maybe know why. Can I get them? Yeah, like he should be able to get them from right there.
Death won't take me yet.
There we go. Dude, don't move up on that thing. You just stay back here and shoot from a distance. So that one, for some odd reason, it's wanting to move him up on top of the...
Softer than a whisper.
Alright. Alright, we got those ones. Let's move over here and take care of the ones on the other side now.
One day I'll catch a break.
I think I get all of them except for the ones that are all the way over there. Which should make this fight significantly easier.
Just out of view.
Alright, I don't think there's any other ones, right? It's just the ones over here. Now, I'm not going to be able to get those from here. I don't think I can hit them with a... Can I hit him with the thorn? Hail of Thorns? Yeah, there's no way I'm going to hit him from that distance. So, I know that I need to torch all of the webbings here. And I don't know if it's going to get their attention. So we're about to find out. Let's see if we can...
enough waiting.
I don't know.
Blood.
Don't know how much of the... I don't know if this is going to attract attention or not. That did not appear to attract attention. This one might, because it's probably going to torch her.
Into the shadows.
Alright. Let's ranged attack. Go, go, go! Shoot! Shoot! Alright, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and hide my wolf for the moment. Let's gather her up together. Alright. Let's hit her with the Hail of Thorns. Alright. We got her down to half health already, which is really good. That's a good start to this fight for this attempt. Now, she can still run over there and summon those little bastards over there, but it'll take them a while to get to us because we've burned all the bridges, so this should work. We'll see. We'll see how this works. You summon all those little critters all you want. Oh, I just heard a sneeze out in the kitchen, which means Chris is home. Alright, let's go ahead and move Gale over here, and I don't think she's close enough for me to hit with anything. Oh man, can I get her from anywhere? No, path is interrupted. Well, I know that somebody's gonna port up on here, so let's drop a flaming sphere. Just in case, because that'll protect me from that flank. And then we'll see what happens when they get over here on this side. Alright. Now, can I hit her with a guiding bolt from here? And she's definitely too far away for me to do anything about, so that's okay. Let's go ahead and drop a bless. Man, I kind of want to get... Let's just do this. Alright. Alright, birdie.
Time to strike.
Alright. Lae'zel, my dear. A little bit of positioning here. Alright. Let's do a action surge. Pommel strike. Alright. Don't tell me target is too far. That's what I mean, the pathing for these pets is sometimes a little wonky. Alright, that spider's toast.
No choice but to keep going.
Alright, I have now punted everything. Is she stuck over there for the moment? I bet she'll have to portal over here in a minute. Here she comes. Hey, what's up, Chris? Do you want to say hi real quick? I was laughing because Frodo was running around looking for you while you were out running errands. He was crying. And, did you get the... Okay, perfect. Alright, I'll come out and help you with that in a minute. Alright. Thank you. Love you. She, yeah, you know what's funny is right after you left, she came. I was in the bathroom, and all of a sudden I hear, "Row, row, row," and she came running into the bathroom from the front window. I think she was stressed because she's wondering why the back door wasn't open during the day. Yeah, because of that, we got that white cat outside, so Pippin's a little stressed out. All right, folks, let's get over here and. Good job, Gale. Alright, can I get the sphere down there? I don't think I can. Can I make the sphere... By the way, can the sphere crawl down? He can't. I probably should have... can I...
Dice roll in my favor.
Did Gale just say by the dice roll in my favor, everybody? Did I legit hear that? Alright. I probably just need to... She's probably out of my... Oh, no, I can get her. Crit hit, 42 points of damage. Go Shadowheart.
Take you.
Oh, here come the babies. Pew, pew. Alright. Lae'zel, my dear. How many hit points does that thing have? 11? Let's see if we can get her with a... actually, you know what? Magic missiles guaranteed hits. I love it! Another successful boss fight. Although we still technically need to kill some spiders. We're gonna punt this one into the hole. Bye-bye! Nice to know ya! I've never heard him say that before, Victoria. That's awesome. Corbin says this looks cool. It does. And it is. Alright, we're gonna have to wait see if those ones come over to me. Because I can't, they're too far away for me to cast on. Here they come. Why are they only coming one at a time? There must be something because of the way we're positioned. Let's move her over here and see if that... What just crit hit her? Oh, there's another spider here. Look at that. There's a tiny little... I can't target it because of the corpse, everybody. That's That's unfortunate. Huh. Look at that. It's underneath the phase spider, and I can't get to it. That's unfortunate. I've heard the chess one before, Victoria, but not the dice roll one. Well, Shiznizzle, I can't do anything with that. Can I shove the corpse off?
No.
Aha! Problem solved.
Tale for the ages.
All right, let's jump her back a little bit.
Take you.
Here they come. Oh, that was it. That was literally it. Was where Shadowheart was standing. It was bugging out the pathing, and so they weren't porting over. Now we've got the full-fledged. All right. Well, let's get over here because I can get him with a cleave. All three. Oh. So that's awesome, everybody. That means we've got 2 versions of the spider fight from this stream to snip out and put up as big bad boss fights. We got the one where we shoved the matriarch off into the pit, and then we have this version where we took her out in a little more strategic manner. That worked really, really, really well. So that's a quick save moment right there. Graham says, I'm so stoked to play this game. Want to get on the PS5, but a chance of actually playing if I get on the PC. But my PC is a zillion years old, dude. I feel you. So my laptop that I'm playing on right now, I think I got it about 6 years ago. It's got a 1080 in it, which at the time the 1080 was the best card. The 2080 came out, I think, about 4 or 5 months after I got this laptop. But it's got a 1080 in it, 32 gigs of RAM. You know, it was a $2,500 laptop. You know, it's a Rogue Strix. It's a nice laptop, and it's served me very well over the years. If I can get another 2 years out of it, I'm going to be really, really happy. But this is the I don't play a ton of PC games anymore, so this is the first time I've it's feeling its age, because playing Lord of the Rings Online and Star Wars: The Old Republic and all the old school MMOs and stuff that I've done over the years, it's never, you don't notice it because those games don't have any stringent requirements. But I noticed when I played Everspace 2 a few months back, I had to drop the settings down a little bit when I was streaming. When I just played it without Streamlabs, it was fine. But anytime I was running Streamlabs, I had to drop the settings down on that game. And Baldur's Gate 3, the biggest thing I noticed is the load times. The load times are atrocious. And I even moved it onto the solid state drive thinking that would help, but it's still, the load times are still pretty bad. So it's just old tech, it's old hardware at this point. What difficulty will I be playing on at launch? Asks Mhurst. Easy mode, explorer mode. I could give 2 shits about being challenged. I just want the story. Yep, they can't get the split screens running Amiga Star, but the moment this comes out for the Xbox, I'm going to play it on the Xbox. I will say one thing. I'm hoping, because of the controller stuff, I'm hoping it comes with controller support, because if it comes with controller support, I'm going to be playing this game with a controller, not with the mouse and keyboard. Because I just much prefer mouse and keyboard. Gary says I just finished replacing mine. It was time to replace my 13-year-old potato. David says your frequency is going to blow your channel up. The fact that your content is good helps, but the consistency... Well, I mean, yes, I appreciate that you noticed that, David, but I mean, it's the same consistency I've been doing since I went full-time. So I went full-time on YouTube when we moved into our homestead last March. So I've been producing 3 to 5 videos per day since then. There are 3,300 videos on my channel, the vast majority of which have come out in the last year and a half or so. Well, that I don't do math in my head. I don't know if that's vast majority or not, but it's 3 to 5 videos a day, 7 days a week. I don't take days off. The bills, YouTube has paid my bills for a year and a half. Granted, I don't have a lot of bills, thankfully, because everything we have is paid for in cash. We have no debt. Chris and I are in our early 40s with no debt, no credit card debt. We don't have any school loans. We don't have any car loans or anything like that. You know, we paid cash for this place, furnished it, and everything else. So now it's just scaling, you know. So, but it's the same schedule I've had for the last, you know, year and a half. But I do appreciate that you see that because, you know, obviously, you know, I think I started seeing, you know, we've had spikes. Like Rings of Power was very good for my channel when we were doing all the content around Rings of Power. Then the OGL D&D stuff was very good to the channel when that was happening. And then Star Wars: The Old Republic, Lord of the Rings Online, those have always been staples of my channel for a long time and have always been good to the channel. And when I started doing Diablo 4 stuff, like I think the first month that Diablo 4 was out, I did 35 guides just for Diablo 4, and then I rolled right from that. I wasn't planning on starting Baldur's Gate 3 pre-launch content until next month, but then they made the announcement that they were moving it up a month, and I went, well, shit. And so I scrambled and I just readjusted my content schedule. So now we're doing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 stuff. But as soon as we get to the launch of Starfield, I will also be doing lots of Starfield. But for the next month, expect, I would say, 98% of the streams are going to be BG3. But, I mean, like, for example, yesterday we did a little bit of Babylon 5. Today I covered Star Wars Outlaws. I've got a video coming out tomorrow about the Everspace 2 drop that's happening on Xbox on August 15th. So I still do all the game news, and I do Mondays in Middle-earth on Mondays. I got to record today, this afternoon, when I finish up the stream. I'm recording tomorrow's episode of Decoding Dune, which is going to be I think we're up to chapter 10 in Dune. So I do the 2 podcasts on Monday and Thursdays, respectively. And then on Friday, right now, I'm reviewing Foundation Season 2 and Strange New Worlds Season 2. Chris and I are also watching Season 3 of The Witcher. I'm reviewing those episodes. And then Star Wars Ahsoka is going to be starting in August. I'll start reviewing those episodes. So I'm going to continue to do the things I've always done. We're just doing a lot more Baldur's Gate 3 than anything else right now because that's the hot topic for the month. And we're getting ready to drop live, which is shortly. So yeah. Controller and baked? Absolutely. Wake, bake, work, baby. And then once we get to Starfield, I bought the premium edition the other day, so I'll be playing that, whatever it is, 5 days early. When that happens, I will probably spend those first 5 days only playing Starfield to take advantage of, you know, spending $100 to get early access to Baldur's Gate 3 so that I can just create a ton of content and stream that game and everything else. But then once we've gotten the early access head start stuff out of the way for Starfield, I will then be alternating Baldur's Gate 3 and Starfield content throughout September into, who knows, end of the year. Rogue Trader, when that comes out, I'll probably play Rogue Trader. I need to play Cyberpunk's Phantom Liberty expansion, but that won't happen until probably next year. I'm going to be playing Avowed next year. Star Wars Outlaws, I'll play that next year. At some point, I'll do a second playthrough of Jedi Survivor because I fucking love Star Wars and that was a great game. So I'll get that. But this is the perfect time for me to tell everybody, if you do like the content, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you get more of the same. We do have a Discord channel if you want to join there. There's also all the stuff we do for our members. So if you want access to the private member videos and everything else and all the voting and the polls and everything else, you can support the channel with memberships. There's 3 different tiers that you can choose from. We also do member-only chat occasionally on our streams, about 2 times a week. Like this one is open. Anybody who's a subscriber can chat, but we will occasionally do the members only. So if you're a member of the channel, that's a perk because you'll get access to the chat when we're doing a members only chat. But you can also do super thanks and super chats on live streams and premieres to support. So thanks to those who can and do. I'll be right back, everybody. Chris came home. You know, she just ducked in a second ago, as you saw, to give me a kiss and tell me she was home. I want to go check in with her because she went to get some parasite medicine for the stray cat. So I got to go see if she needs help with that. So I'll be right back, everybody. All right, guys. Yeah, give me 2 to 3 minutes here, everybody. I'm gonna go help Chris give this kitten her parasite pills stuff, and I'll be right back. So hang on. All right, apologies for that, everybody. Had to help Chris with the worming of a kitty cat. Cats never like to take medicine. Good thing is she's hungry enough that she did mostly eat her tuna with the, I crushed it up and put it in the tuna, but there was still a little bit of convincing that had to be done. Slandered says, how is the Ranger? It's all right, you know. There's some super wonkiness with the pet pathing, the companion pathing, but otherwise it's a lot of fun. I need more playtesting time with it because I love the Ranger in other games. Like my the playthrough that I just did for Pillars of Eternity on the Xbox, like what 3 or 4 months ago. That whole stream, all those sessions, that was all on the Xbox, and I really liked that the console, and that was just a Ranger playthrough, and it was an awesome the pet Ranger, the animal Beastmaster Ranger in Pillars of Eternity and Deadfire is just freaking amazing. Artemius says, are you guys excited for Phantom Liberty? I am excited for Phantom Liberty because fucking Cyberpunk is a great game, guys. Like, if you've not played Cyberpunk yet, you need to do it. I played it all the way through at launch on the PS4 Slim, and it was a buggy hot mess, and I still had a lot of fun. The only reason I'm not going to be playing Phantom Liberty at launch is because I'm going to be too busy with Starfield, so I just have to push Cyberpunk back. And if I end up having free time later this year, like if I've actually run out of things to do with Baldur's Gate 3 and Starfield by, say the end of October, I'll probably go right into Phantom Liberty and just do a whole nother playthrough of Cyberpunk. Because the last time I played it, it was on the old console, and I'll play it on my Series X now with the new one. Graham says, I am, but no idea when I'll get to it. He says, I still haven't played Blood and Wine for Witcher 3. Oh my god, Graham. Blood and Wine is like the best expansion I've ever played for an RPG. It is so good. Blood and Wine is so good. So many games, so little time. That is so true. Pan Am. Artemius says, you should pick up the bundle when it's on sale. I'm waiting for it to go on sale because the thing is, I paid full price for Cyberpunk already on the PS4, so I spent $60 on it. I have to buy it again because I need to get it for the Series X. I don't want to pay $60 again. So I'm gonna wait until there's a combo deal for like $30 or something, and then I'll pick it up. And yes, Pan Am alone. Pan Am is a great companion in Cyberpunk. She's so fun. Just and hot. Joe Sheep says Cyberpunk looks fun, but FPS make me sick. It's unfortunate, but it's really, really good. Artemius says, were you busy fixing pipes? No, I was not. I was legit giving medicine to a cat, guys. David says, I played DOS, DOS2, BG1, BG1-2 on consoles and PCs. I think they all work great. I do. I think that in particular, like there was some wonkiness to the Pillars of Eternity Deadfire port because the way that the port controls the control setup that they had for Pillars of Eternity 1 was very good. Then I got into Deadfire, and I was like, the controls were completely different. Like the map didn't open up the same way. There was no easy way to access the map, which made it you could only open up the map through a radial window. Whereas on the first one, where's my Xbox controller? On the first one, you just hit this button right here, and it would open up the map, right? But on the second one, they forced you to open up a radial window with your R bumper and rotate around through the radial menu to get to the map, and then you could open up the mini-map. And it just, the port for Deadfire was not as good. But I have faith because I know Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2, Larian has done good stuff with the controllers because I will legit be playing this game. Even though it's on the PC, I'm going to be playing... I imagine the way I would like to do it, the way I've done it in the past with other games, is the movement. When I'm running around and exploring, I use the controller. But when I go into combat is when I prefer mouse and keyboard for that sort of refinement of controls to hone in on targets and stuff and pan the camera around. But I don't know. It depends on what the controller is going to look like. What the controller feels like when BG3 launches. Victoria says, Graham, it's amazing. The soundtrack, characters, side quests, the contrast between Velen and Toussaint is great. Definitely recommend it. It's like the French countryside, and the ending. Not to spoil anything. Let's just say that my fantasy has always been to retire to the countryside with a vineyard, and Blood and Wine gave me the satisfaction of living that out in a fantasy world, which was cool. And there's vampires as the part of it. So there was a lot of fun stuff in that expansion. Slattered says Blood and Wine was incredible. It was. Amiga Star says also Alan Wake comes out in October. Victoria says I prefer Blood and Wine, but Gaunter is an amazing character from the previous expansion. Yes, yes. And he actually does appear through the whole. You're correct. Yeah, he's a side character. Not even a side character. He's just like a dude who shows up occasionally. And then you get to that first expansion. What the hell is the name of the first one? Heart of Stone is the first expansion for The Witcher. And then to find him, catapulted into the spotlight as a main character was really cool. Artemia says I like the homestead you get to build up in Blood and Wine. Yeah, his homestead, Geralt's homestead is way better than my homestead. And the reward visitor, the ending. Yes, the reward visitor when they're sitting underneath the tree, reminiscing. Yeah, that's a good. Slander says it's possible to get a much worse ending. I never did any bad endings. I only had good endings with that game. Heart of Stone. Yeah, okay, cool. I couldn't remember what it was called. All right, well, where were we? Oh, that's right. We did 2 spider fights. We did the spider fight where we punted her down the well, and then we did this one, which was a more legit attempt where we took her out with more traditional means. And I'll put these up as big bad boss fights over the next few days. Tonight, the big bad boss fight for today, I think it's at 5. Let me go check the schedule. I think it's at 5 p.m. Central is when that video is scheduled to come out. But let me double check. 5 p.m. Central today is the Underdark Minotaurs. That's the big bad boss fight for today. So that's going to be at 5 p.m. Central for those of you who want to look ahead and schedule that. And then I'll produce these 2 fights for Thursday and Friday. We'll get these 2 versions of the spider fights up. All right. All right, well, let's get back to it. I know there's we can go loot her. There's other stuff down here, so let's go loot up. I probably need to do a long rest. I know there's a backpack further up that we need to go get. Welcome to the channel, Bourbon.
What's down there?
There's a I think there's a backpack
That'll fit in my pack.
that we need to go find, which has like boots of the boots that make you immune to entanglement. I gotta go find those because those are somewhere in this cavern. I remember that. Somebody got stuck. Weaselbait says, Renfail news sub here. Just wanted to share that you could set up controller through Steam. I'm not playing through Steam. I'm playing through GOG. But, yes, any game that you play through Steam, you can set up as a controller. As an example, when I play Guild Wars 2, which is not very often, but when I play Guild Wars 2, I play it through Steam because I much prefer to play Guild Wars 2 with the controller. Any game that I have the chance to play with a controller, I will play with a controller because as I've gotten older and I, tendonitis, arthritis, and 16-hour days doing video production and everything else for all these years, my hands much prefer the comfort of a controller. And I gotta say, the new controllers, like this Xbox Series X controller is really nice, but so is the PS5 controller. That PS5, the haptic feedback and everything, that's legit.
My faith will guide me.
But I'm playing through GOG. I bought this game on GOG years ago, so
Have a lot
I
on
do
my mind,
not
then.
have it
Well,
set up through Steam.
in it.
I think we have to
Time
go
for some
up.
bloody work.
Where's that damn backpack?
At the
Let's
ready.
just go up and see. Yeah, controller for the win. Was that spider wearing armor? It did have the acid armor. Or prisoner's robe, whatever it is. When the wearer casts a spell that deals poison damage, it deals an additional 4 poison damage. Hell, I mean, we could give that to Gale, probably. Can he wear it?
I applaud your taste.
He can. Now he has green robes instead of blue robes.
All right. What now?
All right, here's the backpack. I think these are the ones that have the boots in them. Nope, I'm wrong. Well, where the hell were the boots? I don't remember. Oh, here they are. I thought they were in the backpack. They're in the chest. Nice. All right. Who wants those? Anybody? Give them to Gale. All right. Weasel says, look forward to catch you later. Have to get the wife from work. Later, chat. All right. See you later, Weasel. Don't forget, everybody, the stream schedule that we're currently working with, that we've been doing for the past couple of weeks, I put it up in the About section of YouTube. So if you ever need a refresher, go check out the About section of my channel. We're doing Mondays and Tuesdays, 5 p.m. to 7 or 8 p.m. Central Time. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're doing 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Central. And then Saturdays and Sundays are random streams. Saturdays will be probably a morning stream and an evening stream as I have time. And then Sundays will definitely be like a morning stream-ish. Because I do stuff on Sunday nights and beyond. Alright. Don't think we need anything else from in here. Have I ever gone down in here? I don't think you can. Alright, here's a good question, everybody. I need to go get the oh, I need to go back over here, guys. I gotta unlock the waypoint. Because I think you cannot set up a controller through GOG, Charles. The way it works through Steam is if you have any game through Steam, Steam inherently has sort of it's not direct controller support. What it is it has, I think it's called big picture mode, which allows you to take any game and map. You can map keys to the controller. And it's fairly easy to set up. And also a lot of people have already set up controller schemes and layouts. So like, for example, when I installed Guild Wars 2, there was already somebody had already installed or uploaded, excuse me, a controller setup. So I just took their controller setup, accessed it, set it up, and then I took it and tweaked a few things to work for the way that I wanted it to work. But you cannot do that through GOG. So Artemia says I'm popping to the shop for a bubble milk tea. You guys want anything? Man, I would love a Snickers bar right now. Sour jellies! That sounds good, too. Let's go out real quick to the Risen Road, because I don't want to go to the Underdark yet. Because we haven't done the Goblin Camp. Like, we're already into level 4, and I still haven't even gone to the Goblin Camp yet, so we're about to head that way. Eldest Demon says, I wish games on PC adapted to their controller icons to PS5, Xbox controller icons depending on which one the player uses. I mean, it's an interesting thing, but I don't know. That's one of those dev time things that is just, yeah, you know. All right. I think the quickest way is going to go to the Blighted Village. All right. It's a quick save. Do we want to wipe out all the goblins while we're here? I kind of feel like we should just wipe out all the goblins. It's free XP, right? So let's go ahead and go up to the rooftops. Goblin Camp is fun, period. But yes, with Fireball, it's interesting. I was just there with my Drow Sorcerer. I think my favorite run-through has been the Drow Sorcerer so far because you get a completely different perspective to the Goblin Camp compared to... No, get over here, buddy. Than you do otherwise. And I have not done a Githyanki yet, so that'll be interesting to... Alright. We'll do a quick save here, and we're just going to wipe out some goblins, everybody. Gobbo-side, indeed. I need to summon my pets, though. Everything is fun with Fireball. I love how enemies run away from my wolf. They're like, no, get it away from me. Well, we're just going to punt this dude. Bye-bye.
It seems you've pushed your luck too far. Time to defend yourself.
Here we go. Get him, Wolfie. How many hit points does this thing have? 13. Let's go ahead and use our lunging bite just in case. Critical miss. Lupus, what happened?
Still breathing, despite everything. You picked the wrong fight.
Just take him out one at a time.
Better be cautious.
Oh, he saw me. It's over, goblins. I have the high ground. Now, I wonder if I stick a blade, if I stick the cloud of daggers right here in the doorway, if he'll move out of the way. I don't know if he'll be able to get line of sight on me. Alright, let's move back. Oh, it killed him. Never mind. I guess I don't need that anymore.
The whispered weave.
You must got a death wish, sneaking around in my town.
I've got my mighty booyah for you. Mighty booyah. Alright. Let's just go ahead and have Lizelle. Oh, she can't jump from here. Hamstrung.
Can't give up.
Man, I can't jump because of where I'm at in the grease. Some bitch!
Take you.
I wish my wolf could get, like, attack of opportunity. Go for the eyes, bird! Go for the eyes! Oh, I can't jump right now because of the... No. Alright. That's one toasty little critter. I don't want to set fire to my own grease. Yeah, they've also seriously nerfed the way sneak attack works, just because you don't get any flanking sneak. It's only if you can only do sneak attack if you have advantage on the mob. So it's I haven't played around with it. We're going to be doing a rogue playthrough next week after I wrap up the beast. The objective here is to wrap up the Beastmaster by Sunday. And we might get done before that. Last week our druid playthrough wrapped up, I think, on Saturday. But we're going to play this until we're done. Once we get to the Underdark, take out all the boss mobs, and we're going to switch over. We're going to do a rogue playthrough for the final week leading up to launch. And I'm going to be playing around with sneak attack and seeing how you can really leverage that. Because it's not... Solasta does it just like 5th edition rules, and so you get all the flanking damage and everything else, which is freaking awesome. I just, Solasta did it right. I'm not quite sure why they nerfed it in Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not sure exactly what Larian's reasonings for that were. So sneak attack is a little bit wonky in this game.
Oh, yes. Eat this.
He almost set his own self on fire because he hit the edge of the roof. That sucks. Oh, you little shit. Get him, Lozelle. Oh, she missed!
I'm ready.
Alright. Can I get this little prick over here? Not enough movement, so I don't have... Well, shiznizzle. That one's down. Yeah, it's flanking. Normally in 5th edition, flanking is hashtag worth it, but
Where do I go from here?
man, I can't get... So he can't shoot me from where he's at. And conversely, I can't shoot him. So we're going to have to get closer. Well, poodoo. I don't really want to jump down from here because I'll get stuck prone. See if I can get it on the porch. Still took damage. I can get him though. I can get a shot. Problem is I'm... Oh! That worked. Good to go. So we've taken care of some goblins. Let's go ahead and quick save that. Victor says, my most fun playthrough was my solo fight of the Grove fight. Went so bad, Zelda and many important NPCs were all dead.
Better make camp soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
Alright, is there only one over here? Is it the last one?
Then through.
If it's just the one, we're going to take care of him really quick. Oh, I see what's missing. Alright.
Something good here, I hope. Haven't seen that game in years.
Oh, let's go get the ogres, guys. Let's see if I can convince them to join me. Because if I can convince them to join me, we used them against the Githyanki last time. I want to try to use them against the True Soul Neophyte at the bottom of the Underdark.
With haste.
Artemius says, how big is this game really? Map size region? There is a map you can see. Let's go take a look at it real quick. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not close to it at the moment. Can we get to it? Joaquin's Rest? No, because the control's right there. Because there is a zone line that you can go to, and it actually gives you a chance to see the world map. It's pretty big. I think the big thing would be understanding that they've said that the base playthrough is about 80 hours long. That's just the base playthrough. And that people are going to be doing about 200 hours, you know, if you're going to be doing a completionist run through. So looking at an 80-hour game is massive. Like, Jedi Survivor, I got like 50 hours. God of War Ragnarok, about 50 hours. Red Dead Redemption, by comparison, I feel like if I'm using Red Dead Redemption 2 as a comparison point, I feel like that's the size they're shooting for, is what they built with Red Dead Redemption 2. Or maybe Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because both of those games were massive. And I got a couple hundred hours of gameplay out of those games. So it's big. I don't know how many regions there are. That's an interesting... Alright, let's see if I can convince these guys.
Tastes good.
Level 12 is the cap, yes.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish.
Oh, my first playthrough, Larian was like, it's about 25 hours in early access, and 3 years ago, and I got 60 hours out of that first playthrough. It was like, it was crazy. And then I've probably logged another 100 hours just this month, doing all the various playthroughs, streams and everything.
Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger.
The Bard, Elijah.
You
So,
friend, food.
sorry, not Elijah, Elgis. I read your name wrong. Elgis Diva asks, is there any specific class or race that you've noticed so far as standout, unexpectedly good one? The Bard. The Bard. I don't think it matters what race, but the Bard was an unexpected hit for me. So I started playing the Bard a few weeks ago during multiplayer testing, because we were testing with Bubbleonia and Mujin. And I'm not going to do it for my solo playthrough because I've committed it to that multiplayer group, but the Bard is so fucking good. And I've talked about this before. I always play, every single CRPG. Even the first character I played through early access was a rogue. I always play a rogue first time through, every single time. Dragon Age Origins, Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, Icewind Dale 1, Icewind Dale 2. Even though those games had a full party, the leader was a rogue. Neverwinter Nights, Neverwinter Nights 2, Knights of the Old Republic 1, Knights of the Old Republic 2. I always play a rogue in RPGs and CRPGs, right? If I have a choice. And the Druid was so much fun during my testing that I decided to play a Druid for the first run through the live version of Baldur's Gate 3, and I've never done that before, ever. Because immediately, as soon as we go with Starfield, I'm doing a smuggler. I'm doing like a rogue character through Starfield, so I'm going right back to my rogue roots with Starfield. But the Druid has been good enough that I really felt like I wanted to make it my first playthrough. But that Bard... If I hadn't already committed the Bard to the multiplayer group, I might be convinced to do the Bard for my single player, because the Bard is just really damn fun. The Bard guide actually went live this morning, everybody, if you haven't watched that yet. I'm not diving into the... I haven't dug too much into the sub stuff for the Bard yet, so that's a later on down the pipeline. So I can't confirm any of the subclass stuff yet. Victor says my first playthrough will be 300 hours. Probably, yeah. All right, I'm going to say elf. You speak with an eloquence unusual to your kind.
Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand. And you, a delicacy.
Lord Malweth says College of Valor was awesome. Enjoyed my Shield Dwarf College of Valor to the point it would probably be my main bard. Alright. I'll do you one better. I'm one of the Chosen's disciples. Alright. I have no bonuses from Charisma. We may have to burn some inspiration here. I need a minute, everybody. Fuck. I only have one inspiration point. I thought I had more. Oh, I cannot believe I rolled a 1. Whew. Oh yeah, one of the backgrounds for is absolutely Bounty Hunter is one of the confirmed backgrounds. Lord Malwith. So yeah, you can absolutely be a bounty hunter. I've actually got a video up on Starfield backgrounds that I put out a few weeks ago for anyone who wants to check it out. But I'll be making another video about my preferred background for Starfield for next week, or maybe this weekend. We'll see. All right.
Indeed. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored.
Unsavored.
Food? Food. Not food. Friend.
I wouldn't go that far. I notice you don't wear a brand of your own.
I've no use for the absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only. Gluttony and greed.
Here, let me see if I can pull it up for you, Marwith, because it's a little easy for me to sort through it real quick.
Hunger for gold. And the
I can just drop a link here for you.
Sate my hunger for meat. Boss Goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk.
There, I just dropped a link for you. That way you don't have to go searching through the playlists. Because that was a few days ago. Alright. Forget goblins, you should be fighting for me.
I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion.
You're welcome.
Make me an offer. Tempt me.
Oof. I'll pay you 1,000 gold after you fight for me. Oh, man. Woo! Got lucky. Deception roll.
I twice played serenade to my ears, my tasty kibble. We have a bargain. Take my bone horn. One blow, and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before. Ogre kill everyone around, then Ogre eats them. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around.
Now here's the caveat to these guys. What I don't know is when I release them,
We will keep close.
if they're gonna, because they say they're gonna eat everyone. Oh, I want to save these guys for the True Soul Near fight at the bottom of the Underdark, but there's also all those innocent gnomes around. And I wonder if they'll eat the gnomes too, or if I can get them to only go after the Dwergar, since they will be KOS once I summon those guys into the fight. I loved using that horn for the Githyanki fight that we did last week. It worked really, really well.
Something over there.
A cracked support beam. Oh, so you could have like pushed that over and knocked it down on top of them. All right, quick save. Who is meowing at my door? Mama, come here. ¿Este es la almuerzo? Sí, ya voy a prender la plancha. Ok, me voy a terminar algunas pendientes. Yo creo que todavía falta. Okay. No está listo. Ah, no, pero el frente no está bien. Chris is making chicken and veggie kebabs. It's gonna be good. On the grill. It's gonna be good. I'm hungry. Ronin, interesting, but Bounty Hunter has me. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go. What is it? Cyber Runner? Is it Cyber Runner? I think is the name, because it comes with stealth and some other stuff. But I'm gonna do a video about that maybe tomorrow. I won't publish it tomorrow, but I'm probably gonna record it tomorrow. I can't wait for Starfield, guys. It's gonna be awesome. I actually have never done Fallout 4. I did Fallout 3 and I've done Fallout 76 and some other, and of course the first two. But it was on Game Pass, so I downloaded Fallout 4 on my Xbox the other day, and I'm gonna try this weekend. That's probably gonna be one of the random streams I do, is I'm probably gonna play around with some Fallout 4 on a live stream. But I'm definitely gonna do like a first impressions video. I love Bethesda games, like it's great. I would totally love to do another Cyberpunk 2077 playthrough, which is why I'm really looking forward. Because the way I understand Phantom Liberties, it's taking place during the timeline of the original game, so it's not like a DLC where it comes after the events of the first game. It's taking place during the middle of. So it'll be interesting to go back. Plus, everybody's calling on Reddit. They're calling it. This was what I read anyway. I don't ever go to Reddit, but I saw a tweet the other day that said somebody on Reddit was calling it a Cyberpunk 2.0 because they've changed all of the UI and everything. Come here, Leia. You want to come say hi to everybody? We were commenting today, everybody. Leia has gotten fat. Come here, Mama. You were a tiny little girl, and now you've gotten just... Oh, she does not like to be picked up. Calm down, honey. Let's come say hi to everybody. Say hi. Meow. I was going to show everybody how fat you've gotten. Yeah. Big Mama. She was crying to come in. Now you're crying to go back out? Crazy girl. She's about to go on a diet. Alex says Fallout 4 is fantastic. Or Mala says I love Fallout New Vegas. Tried Fallout 4. Didn't like that much. Victoria said I had my first ever kebab last week and I'm 23 people shocked. Well, every country has its own cultural food. You're from Poland, right? I think, if I remember correctly. Or was it somebody else that was from Poland? I could swear there was somebody from Poland in my chat. It was either you or Kahina, and I can't remember who it was, Victoria, so just let me know. But, like, here in Mexico, as an example, they do a lot of stuff that you just don't eat it anywhere else than in Mexico. So, everybody knows tacos. That's a big one. Everybody knows pizza. Everybody knows hamburgers. There's certain foods that are sort of universal, but then there are things that are like local to the culture that are there. So as an example, they do these things called conchas, which are it's a sweet bread that's like a sweet roll with nothing in it. It's just like a sweet type of raised bread, and they do different toppings on things. Um, like here's an example: donuts. Donuts are not a thing in Mexico. No one eats donuts here. Now, if you go to the city, you'll find Krispy Kreme donuts and Dunkin' Donuts occasionally. Because in the city, you have foreigners, you have North Americans, you have people from the United States and Canada. So they put those restaurants there to cater to the international audience. But if you get outside of the cities in Mexico, no one eats donuts because donuts are not a Mexican thing. Instead, Mexico has its own type of pastries, conchas and as an example. And also, they just do all of these really fun pastries. Then there's things like here's an example of something that's like never in the United States they just won't do it because in the U.S. anyway, no one likes to eat things like chicken livers, chicken feet, pig feet, chicken ears or chicken ears, pig head. I once had tacos made out of the this word might be not everyone might understand this word. The udder of a cow, the udder of the cow. So the udder is the breast essentially of the cow, where the four nipples are, the four tits. So they literally have tacos that are from the meat of the udder. So they take that and they cut it up and they cook it and they have tacos made from that. They also do like you know. They'll use every part of the animal in tacos. So pig brain, cow tongue. These are things that are not traditionally done. And then the other one is like baby pig. Cochinita is a baby pig. So they'll take a baby pig and roast it over the spit, and you get like that crackling on the outside that just it's so good. Pork is like the number one meat that is consumed in Mexico, and they do all sorts of crazy stuff with that. And also the salsas. There's so many salsas in Mexico that never go outside of the country because the chilies only grow here. So yeah, there's always. Chris and I used to work in the travel industry, so we did a lot of gastronomy stuff in terms of food photography, food videography. We used to go around the world and go to restaurants and stuff. Working with the tourism boards, which was a great job, by the way, for the years that we did it. I love gastroculture. I'm a big fan of food and wine stuff. So only eating your first kebab at 23 is it's not actually that big of a deal to someone like me anyway, because I've been around and if it's not a big thing in your country, then you wouldn't try it too late. So here's another example, like shawarma. Like shawarma or gyros. Mexicans have never had those. Like the first time Chris ever had a shawarma, she was 39 years old and in Mexico City, because there are actually some Lebanese restaurants there, so you could get actual shawarma. I'll tell you what, the best shawarma I've ever had was when I was living in Sofia, Bulgaria. And there's a bunch of Iranians who live there, and so there's a bunch of Iranian families who own restaurants, and this little street food diners where you can get doner kebab or shawarma. It's so good, and you can't find it where I live right now. So I actually told Chris the other day, I was like, we need to just make our own because I love it. Also, like I love butter chicken and tikka masala and garlic naan, and I just love Indian food. So does Chris. And so Chris makes her own, but the problem with living where we live right now is it's hard to get a couple of the ingredients because the grocery stores don't stock it, and it's refrigerated stuff, so we can't get it unless we drive 3 hours to the city, which we don't do very often. Taco Tuesdays. Poutine is popular in the province Lord Millweth is from, he says. Kahina says went to Chinese market in Singapore to try and eat chicken legs. Couldn't do it. So Chris never been happier to find a McDonald's. Chris loves chicken feet. The flavor's not bad, but the texture is what gets me. But the problem is they're super good for you because of all the collagen. They're really, really good for you. So when we do soups, Mexico has this thing called soup is sopa, but caldo is broth, like broth. So they do things like where I'm gonna make a big pot of caldo de res or caldo de pollo, and it's essentially just a big pot of soup, but they'll put the whole chicken in, so all of it, the whole bird goes in, the chicken head, the legs, the liver, the heart, and I love chicken liver and chicken hearts. Like we just bought, you can get a whole kilo, so 2 pounds. You can buy a kilogram of chicken livers for about $2.50, like $2.50, $3, depending on the exchange rate. And you get a whole bag of chicken livers and chicken hearts, and we bring those home, and we fry some of them in garlic and butter and onion, and then we take the other ones and we put them on the kebab spits, and then grill them outside on the wood fire. I'm telling you, it is legit. But I can't do chicken feet because of the texture, and I also can't do pig feet. I just don't like the texture. The flavor's good, but the texture gets me. And I can't do eyeballs. I can't do eyeballs of any kind. I've tried. I just don't. I'm not a fan. I will eat just about anything that somebody puts in front of me. But eyeballs is a hard sell, and brain. Eyeballs and brain is a little good. Man, chicken hearts are good. It's got the same flavor as the chicken liver, but it's just a little more chewy. It's a little more chewy. But it's good.
Very well.
How did I highlight all my characters? I don't know why they're highlighted all of a sudden.
There you are, my friend.
At your service. Are you drunk?
I have drunk. Not alcohol, of course. A bear.
A bear.
He took a little of my blood. I took all of his.
Chris's favorite food of all time, Kahina, is seafood. Like Chris, I'm gonna pull up a photo for y'all because this is like she still talks about it because it's one of the best ones. It's one of the best. Hang on, I gotta go pull up the picture from our Instagram from back in the day. This is when we were finishing up our contract in Ireland, which was the last big trip we did. And she had this. This shot right here. This was a seafood chowder, and it was so good. Let's drop a link there to the Instagram photo from that. We had chicken wings and seafood platter and a big bowl of it was a good chowder. It was probably in my top 5 chowders of all time. We were in Tollymore Forest Park, actually, doing a bunch of drone footage from Game of Thrones locations. Fish liver and fish oil. Yeah, that's delicious. I like fish. Not as much as Chris. Chris is definitely more of a fish person than I am, but I like, and caviar is amazing. I love good caviar. Alright, he took a little bit, took all of his. Seem happy. No need to drink humanoid blood then.
You're comparing plonk to vintage wine. You can make merry with either, but they're not the same. But Cazador fed me rats and bugs. And when you're used to drinking from a sewer, even plonk is a marked improvement.
Flies? What did you do to deserve that?
I existed. That was enough for him. He reveled in having power over me. Because those with power can do whatever the hell they want.
You're free now, and that's what matters.
Is it? What good is freedom if I'm always watching the shadows? No. I'll be safe when I'm powerful enough to grind Cazador into the dust. Powerful enough to do whatever the hell I want.
Careful there, heroes about. I'd hate for them to get the right idea about you. Power corrupts. You do well to remember that.
Oh, I hope so. A little corruption sounds fun. I spent centuries as the victim of a corrupt man. It was the mind flayer
Octopus
that plucked
balls.
me from that. They gave me a gift. The strength to take my own freedom. I'm embracing this power. You should too.
Yeah, crocodile. So in the U.S., in some of the southern states, they'll eat crocodile, an alligator, and then snake. But you're right, it does have a slightly chickeny flavor. Yeah, they also here in Mexico they eat iguana. So iguanas. If you follow our homestead channel, you've probably seen them before. But we get, I mean, there's some iguanas that are in the woods behind our property that have destroyed my trees multiple times as I've been trying to grow my little saplings that we transplant. There's a couple that are about probably there's two that are about 2 meters long, and there's one that's about 3 meters long. And they live way up in the trees, but they come down and eat all the fruit that falls, like all the mangoes that fall. They'll come down and eat all the fruit and stuff, but they'll also come down and eat all your little plants because they're like, oh, that looks tasty. And so they've destroyed like 4 of our little papaya saplings. But they eat them here. You can shoot them and eat them. And it's like chicken. It's literally called the chicken of the tree. Chicken of the tree. Yeah, it's like chicken. It's just like chicken. Who is sharpening? I hear like a blade. Oh, it's Lizelle. By the way, everybody, how did I highlight everybody? I don't know why everybody's highlighted. I don't know how to turn that off. Let's go Google this. Ah, the tilde key. Boom! There we go. Well, that's interesting. Now I know. So that's funny. The stone isn't moving, but she's grinding her sword. That's a really cool thing. That needs some animation polish. Oh, snails are delicious, Victoria. Well, at least I like snails. Some of the best snails I've ever had were in Spain. We were up in the mountains on the border. We were in the Pyrenees, up at the border of France, doing a bunch of wine tastings. We also ate horse meat while we were up there. And horse meat, I still say to this day, horse meat is the best red meat I have ever had in my life. It was a 1-year-old foal, and it melted in my mouth like cotton candy. It was just divine. But the snails were so delicious, like just in butter and garlic and red wine. Oh my god. It was so funny because we were on a food tour, and so they bring 30 different things to the table, and we've got, about 10 of us at the table, and we're all photographers and videographers. We're on a press tour. And everybody was sampling, and all of the Americans and the Canadians were like, snails, ooh. And all of the Spaniards and the Italians were like, this is delicious. And Chris, I'll call her in here if she's not busy. Hang on. Are you busy? We're talking about snails. When you ate the snails in Spain, you loved them. You ate like the whole bowl, and everyone was like, I'm gonna have to see if I can get some pictures. I don't know if I have pictures of that one. I know I have some videos somewhere from a client we did. But Chris had a couple, right? And then she was like being polite, and no one was eating them other than the Italians and the Spaniards at the table. So Chris literally ended up taking a bowl and like pulled it to her plate, and she just sat there and like devoured a whole bowl of these snails all by herself. And the head of the tourism board caught it, and when we were leaving, he's like, you really liked those, didn't you? And she was like, oh my god, yes. And I grew up with where I grew up, frog legs are a big thing. Frog legs are quite good. Matter of fact, there was a restaurant when I was growing up, I don't remember the name of it, but you could go in and it was all you can eat crab legs and frog legs. It was in a place called Nixa, Missouri. I don't know if it's still there, but remember this place you could go in and all you can eat crab legs and frog legs. I used to hate peas when I was a kid, but as an adult, I also used to hate tomatoes. When I was a kid, I hated tomatoes and peas, and then I moved to Bulgaria for a few years, and the tomatoes in Greece and Bulgaria were so good that I actually began to love tomatoes. Octopus is good. It's really good, especially if you grill it or fry it with garlic and butter. Um, any of the calamaris are just, it's really, really good. I like them on the crunchy side of fried. Like I like them with a good garlic butter. It's a lot like, it's kind of like lobster, only it's chewier. It's a different type of flavor, but it's good. Octopus is good. All right, let's see here. All right, let's move south. We're going to get in position for the Goblin camp, but I am about to wind down, everybody. Chris has got... I'm literally salivating right now because she's cooking the chicken and veggies. So I need to go get my lunch. But let's talk for a few more minutes. We still got a little bit to go, so for those of you who want to stick around, we got more stuff to do.
What's in here?
At 5 p.m. Central today, we have a video going out on the Minotaur Underdark Big Bad Boss fight. And then after I eat, I'm going to be recording the episode for tomorrow's Decoding Dune episode, which is going live at 10 a.m. Central. Also tomorrow, let me load up my content calendar here. These are the ones I've already got recorded. Tomorrow morning, we're breaking down spellcasting in Baldur's Gate 3, which is another one of my ultimate beginner's guides for spellcasting in this game. And then we're covering the news about Everspace 2 coming to the Xbox Game Pass. And then I just recorded this morning the video for the 21st, which is breaking down ability scores of Baldur's Gate 3. But today I'm going to record the Decoding Dune episode, and we're going to do a Starfield episode for Saturday morning. And on Friday as well, I'll be doing the review for Foundation Season 2, Episode 2, and Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 2, Episode... I think we're up to Episode 6 or 5, I forget. And then Saturday, we'll be doing some other stuff over the weekend, so hopefully we're sticking around for all that stuff. If you like what you saw here today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update as we continue to play this game and others. Support if you can. Super Chats are the easiest way if you want to do a one-off donation. You can also join as a member of the channel and get access to the private member videos and member-only chat streams, which we do from time to time. Today's an open chat. I believe tomorrow we'll be doing a member-only chat, as well as a member-only chat on Saturday. It means you can watch it, but if you want to chat, it's going to be reserved for members. We like to give back to our community a little bit, support those who are supporting Chris and I and our rescue cats and keeping the bills paid and cat food on the table. My cats eat a lot. Probably eat too much. And they eat a lot of lizards. Alright, let's see if I can pass this conversation check with the goblin at the gate. And this will be what we work on tomorrow, is the Goblin camp.
Goblins ahead.
Look it, Claw. Sappers it. Unless you got another reason to be here. Feck shite.
Let's try to be diplomatic, shall we? Goblins don't come by the handfuls, but by the dozens.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Oof. Ranger nature, beautiful animal. Does she belong to the Norderland Wagata family? I'll take any bonus I can get.
How'd you know? Dumb as a rock, but world class at tearing the throats out of wee ones, she is. Rest of her litter's inside in the pens. Beautiful beasts.
I've never seen a pack up close. Always wanted
It'd be
to.
a shame if you came all this way without having a look. But I can't let you pass just like that. Celebrating a raid, we are. You'll need to wear our war colours. Nice to have this across the mug. Ought to do it.
Now, I don't have a choice here. I tried this the other day. I went through all the conversation options. You either fight them or you smear poop on your face. All right, why not? Got any designs in mind?
Whatever calls you.
Smear the dung across your face. It's not the first time. I'm a ranger. We've done it before. God, he's got some big ears.
I can't believe you did it! You stupid idiot! Go on, mate. Enjoy the festivities. You earned it.
All right. I'll weave.
Brings out the colour in your eyes.
It brings out the color in your eyes, says Gale.
Wearing me muck. Muck on ya. Good muck.
That's Big Claw. What does Small Claw say?
Good smell. Bad smell. Smell like Papa. Papa?
All right. Well, we're officially into the Goblin camp, everybody. Let's go ahead and go on up here. And we're going to go ahead and do a hard save. And this is going to be our cutoff point. Joe Sheep says you get pink eye. You do totally get pink eye. That's awesome. All right, everybody. Well, I'll tell you what. Thanks for being here today, everybody. It's been a fun stream. We'll be doing it again tomorrow, same time, same place. Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, 11 a.m. to around, 1:30, 2 p.m. Central Time. So same time, same place for the next few days. We'll do a morning stream on Saturday, an evening stream on Saturday, a morning stream on Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday we do afternoon streams. So check out the stream schedule to know more. Don't forget to support with memberships and super chats and all those good things. Follow along if you haven't already done so. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Join the Discord. Links are down below. And I'll catch everybody tomorrow, or hopefully this afternoon, because I'll be around for the premiere when the big bad boss fight with the Underdark Minotaurs goes live. So hopefully I'll see some of you this afternoon. Till next time, stay safe. Thanks to Graham for the super chat earlier today, and also Charlie, I believe, for the membership, because we had some new folks today. So I'll get the screenshots updated for some of our video stuffs.